Andrew with Pond Country here in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. Just gonna give you an overview of where we're at with the project. Up at the top of the feature, we have our 14 by 20 pond with a starting waterfall that's built out. We just have a little bit of work to do still on the sides, but we have started the rinsing down process here, have all of the shelves built, have our fish caves in. Obviously it's a very open area. They have a lot of wildlife here. Even bears walking across the field in the wood that the clients have mentioned to us. So I wanted to do some extra protective measures for the stream, or for the pond, for the fish that are going to be up here. We have our negative edge system that's going to skim debris off when everything's up and running. That will flow over here, a nice big wide channel, so it will keep the water very thin, which is a protective and preventative measure for keeping the fish from wanting to sort of ride the waterfall and stream down. Obviously fish love the current, but the longer and expansive strip that we build and create with a very, very shallow water movement area will prevent them from being able to kind of continue down the stream, because the goal is to keep the fish up here and not have them go on down into the rest of the feature. But we have this waterfall built on the other side of the negative edge coming from the upper pond that will have another tier falling down into our wetland stream. This view, as well as the upper waterfall going into the pond, provides a really nice view for their screened in porch area, as well as inside the house, and also this middle patio area that we've built sort of on the enclave of this of their house. We'll have a little planter wall back there just to sort of soften up that space where it's built into the cove of the house. And we'll have some stairs coming down, natural stone stairs with a pathway meandering and connecting these spaces to continue down. We'll have step stones across the wetland stream area, and that will also continue down around here to this lower patio coming out of their basement and continuing around to the big wide 15 by 30 patio area that will be their sort of main entertainment space, with a fire pit that's on the other side of our swim pond down here. So down here for the main swim pond area, we have 6 feet total depth that we've built the pond to, which incorporates a little over 5 feet of our wall structures with the fountain walls. Going to such a depth and also extending the section, one wall section longer to create a larger space for immersion and swimming, we found we needed to do a little bit more to structurally support these walls than our normal standard swim pond. So we've gotten these metal brackets that have been affixed to the top wall section to anchor them back. Everything's grid structured inside with bolts to support them, but to kind of handle the additional weight that we're using with the backfill gravel behind them to fill the void that's created in the excavation, we've tied back with bolts and cables to heavy boulders set around the pond, using that at strategic points of load to tie back and support our wall structures. So we've got an anchor boulder here that we've got tied back, as well as over there that supports this side, and we've got the same thing mirrored on the other side. Something that we've done, like I said, to support this largest swim pond that we've done. We have our waterfall built coming down into the pond here. That will have another tier that will create the level of the wetland, and just behind that there's going to be a drainage pipe coming. Obviously, with all this grade change, and since we're creating sort of an enclosed space separated over there, on that side of the water feature, we have to handle water that falls from the sky, not just on the ground, but also what comes from the roof. So we've already got several pipes tied in together, and we're going to take the roof water and a surface drain to capture water up here, take it across, and then handle the water that falls on the lower level by diverting it around down here. Over on this side, we'll be building out towards our intake bay. We have our wall structures completed. We also have stairs coming up through the bottom just to make it a little easier to come out from the additional depth that we've created with this. So this gets us up to about a 4-foot deep area that makes it easier to kind of transition out to this 2-foot level that will be a wide little landing that we use natural boulders to create, which then transitions up into our intake bay over here, which will be the shallow area that our pump vaults sit in to be tied with a pipe over to our external pumps. But we will create a wide shallow area to create proper skimming weir action with around 24,000 gallon per hour flow rate we'll have in this system that will be pumped around to our jets, our wetland, and waterfall outflow points to create the entire visual and overall system circulation and filtration that we're looking for this project. That's our progress so far, and we'll keep you updated.